Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I'm Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, today we've got some incredible news. I've got an article here from the UK Guardian. Of course, it's going to be linked in the description box below, but it actually cites a study that says as the gun increases happened in 2020 and 2021, there was not a correlation between the violence in gun increases. I know, I can't believe it. I know you guys can't either, but let me know what you think in the comments field below, because we're going to explore this. There's some incredible statistics in here, and this blows gun control out of the water, particularly the most recent talking points around there's more guns, so there's more violence, and there is not a correlation, and correlation does not always equal causation. But check this out. Once again, in the description box below, right below that newsletter. So here's the article that we're actually reading tonight and we're going to be referencing. Pandemic gun violence surge was not linked to rise in gun sales, study finds. I'm going to read it again. Pandemic gun violence surge was not linked to rise in gun sales, study finds. That flies in the face of the Democratic talking points, the presidential talking points, the presidential briefing talking points, circle back Psaki, all of them. This is one we need to share, guys, because this is huge. All right. So what does the article actually say? Gun homicides surged across the United States during the coronavirus pandemic, in the same year that Americans bought a record-breaking number of guns. But some of America's leading gun violence researchers have concluded that what might seem as an obvious cause and effect, a surge in gun buying leads to a surge in gun violence, is not supported by the data. This is massive, because you guys know that we've talked about on this channel, and you guys can look around. If there was a direct correlation between more guns in circulation and gun violence, you would expect a significant spike in gun violence because there's been a significant spike in gun production and consumption. But it simply isn't there. I'm going to go further. Through July of last year, there was no clear association between the increase in firearm purchases and the increase in most interpersonal gun violence at the state level, according to a new study published in Injury Epidemiology, a peer-reviewed scientific journal. This is not something from the Huffington Post, from the Washington Post, from the Babylon Bee. This is from the Injury Epidemiology, a peer-reviewed scientific journal. This is legit. Let's keep going. The findings suggest that we need to be looking at other factors like job loss, economic change, the closure of schools and community organizations and nonprofits, and civil unrest. In order to understand last year's increase in gun violence, Julia Schleimer, the lead author of the new study, said, "Weird. Jobs, communities, civil unrest, all the things that we've been talking about on the Second Amendment support side, pointing to the cause, it's been ignored. We've been called idiots." Seems like this peer-reviewed study is kind of backing us up. The results of the new study are an unexpected addition to the fierce political battle over how to explain last year's estimated 25% increase in homicides. Now, you guys know from previous videos, the amount of gun sales is like 178%. 178% to 27%. Big difference, right? And this is what my favorite part about the whole article is. It made sense that politicians and other public figures would point to the increase in gun buying in 2020 as a potential reason shootings had increased last year, Schleimer said. But she said, "Our findings from this current study in this particular context are not supporting that. Flat out, everything that I just read to you. Guns do not equal violence. It is the people involved that equal violence. In fact, even New York's governor, Cuomo, 48% of all the gun violence in New York comes from 4,000 people in a state of 19 million. More and more and more evidence is stacking on the fact that it is not the general population that is the problem. It is criminals. And the fact that guns exist does not equal more crime. This study proves it. And again, everything's linked in the description box below. These are the types of things, guys, that we need to keep pushing out there and spreading out, because this stuff destroys any argument that would say guns are bad and guns are the problem, because people and malintent is the problem. We know it. We talk about it every single day, almost, it seems like. But this is some great discussion for us to go further and to talk to other people around those topics. That's what I had for you today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments field below. Until tomorrow, I'm Braden. See you later.